And we're going on to shoe number 398. And I think we'll give that to this shoe here, which I've been waiting for to drop in price, and it finally dropped a little bit, enough for me to get. And speaking of drop prices, actually, this Reebok here that I had in my other video, thing's down to like half what I paid for it now all of a sudden. They're like $39.99. Should have waited. So if you like that shoe, now's the time to get it. $39.99. So this one finally dropped. It retailed for $95. I think it dropped down to $59. But I've been eyeing it and talking about it and debating it. And finally we got it. Oh, we got the Flight 89 with the kick-ass throwback 80s colorway. The neon stuff. Back when leg warmers were hip. Big hair. Your shirts with the one statement on it that just said, I don't even remember what they said. What did they say? Wham had them in their video, I think. Choose life or something like that. Something like that. So there we are. Like I said in the previous video, I was never really big on the style with the small check, the small swoosh. But I think the colorway is overwhelming me on this one. So, it said, buy me, James! So there we are. I don't really smell to these. Not a common smell anyway. It's got a little bit of something in there. So, why yes, I will rock the hell out of these because they're not some bright colors. Because I'm a child of the 80s, even though I was born in 71. I lived a sheltered life. My mom always kept me indoors. So the 80s were really where I grew up in, you know. First, easily 14 years of my life, I was pretty sheltered. I was an overprotective parent. James, you can't go out today. It's too rainy. James, you can't go out today. It's too cold. It's too hot. She just didn't want to watch me. She wanted, you know, overprotective, but yet didn't want to watch me. So I was basically, you know, trapped in the house. I remember my friends standing around. Come on, James. Come on out. I can't. My mom won't let me. That happened a lot. Standing at the back screen door going, I don't want to go out. Mom, I'll stay in the yard. I'll stay in the alley. But all that changed when I turned 15. When I turned 15, it was like I went from being sheltered and stuck in the house to do whatever the hell you want to do. So it was a pretty wild transition, I should say, between, you like my life stories I throw in here? Why not? Give you a little something to listen to. Teach you a little bit of something about me. How about that? But so this is a really big transition to go from being totally sheltered and watched over by your mom. Turn 15 and boom, do whatever the hell you want to do. Stay out as late as you want. Blah, blah. It was very odd. And I could have very easily fallen into I guess the normal trappings that people who are sheltered from things fall into. I mean, they go out and they just go gangbang as try this, try that. So I could have easily got into, and I had many, many, many opportunities to go down the wrong path, to get into the drugs, get into stealing. I mean, there was a couple of times where I was this close from going with people stealing stuff. And I just decided not to. You know, same with the drugs. When the drugs were around, man, I just turned around and left. I didn't want to be a part of it. But very easily could have fell into all that. And personally, I think it was more... I don't think it was more my mom, because even though she was very protective of me, I think it was more just me making the decisions not to be stupid. And I was always the type of person to kind of watch and learn before I did anything. If I want to do something, I want to go into it knowing as much as I can about the situation before I get into it. So when you see, your friends overdose and things like that, you're like, that's not for me. So anyway, that was a life story. How about that? So in other words, don't be stupid. All right, that's my life story. That's the end. Don't be stupid.